universe is about to be destroyed.
Put hands on him, son.
Definitely.
He come all the way from New York, and you jumped out and see him?
No, not safe.
Flexing his eyebrows.
Yo, look at it crosses up. Set it and forget it.
Oh no, he's taunting with the sexy dance.
Oh, it's over. Oh no!
That's what I'm talking about.
Will it be Messiah? Is it Messiah enough? No, he goes really. No!
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
NorCal Regionals 2013. How about that intro? I'm Magus1234, and I'm here with James Chen.
How's everybody going? And I'll say this, man, nobody does intro videos like NorCal.
Shout outs to Lord of Ultima. That was pretty amazing.
Nice.
That was really good. Yeah, he put in a lot of work for that one. I know you guys saw the other one that he did, that Team Spooky put out, and or Team Spooky aired. So that one we were saving.
Well, you know, obviously I have a little bone to pick with that, right? So SoCal is gonna come and body everybody.
That's
so.
right. Wow. Okay, we are.
Oh, we're
really
just starting right into it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we are starting with Street Fighter 4. Obviously, we're gonna be having Ricky Ortiz versus Constantino.
Constantino from Santa Barbara area.
Yeah, that was the quickest segue from the intro to a match.
But see, we bring you right to the action here at NorCal Regionals.
We are not messing around.
And right now, Ricky playing like his typically dominant self. First round with a huge life lead.
Yeah, you saw a really good whiff punish, crouching forward with a dive kick.
Oh, wow. Just touched a button in between there. Not sure what happened, but got pegged by that Stand Fierce.
Yeah, part of the danger of having a dive kick like Rufus is not so much the mix-up potential, the fact that he could whiff punish while getting off the ground, make like crouching forwards and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Ooh, nice, faked him out.
He's got Constantino in the corner working on a perfect, building a little extra meter just in case he needs it.
Goes to the toss up and back. Wow.
Oh, another frame trap.
That was a good block though.
Constantino still has yet to do any damage to him.
He's just getting bullied there.
I like the stand strong, but I don't know why he's not going back to it. See, Ricky said, you know what, you hit me with that, but I'm not going to be discouraged. I'm just going to keep going with it. Now EX Messiah to chip him out.
Oh, man. You know, this is going to be pretty tough for Constantino. First match of the day. It's, you know, 10 or 11 in the morning. Got to play Ricky Ortiz on stream. So
I know. Even if you had to play Ricky Ortiz off stream, that's one thing. And then now you're the first match. Everyone's tuning in, and this is the first thing they see.
He's laughing, though. You can see him. He's like, wow, I'm getting blown up. There you go.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean, normally this is a fight that everyone has always said that Zangief has the advantage of, but just from recent play, like we saw at the 25th anniversary in LA, Justin Rufus has done really well against Zangief.
Yeah.
So
I definitely think on paper Zangief has an advantage, but as far as the Rufus players, they've brought in Rufus, I think, to a level where it's, you know, it's not as hard as it might be. And Ricky, you know, he plays Zangief a lot, has a lot of practice in it, so.
It's really funny, Ricky using that standing forward a lot. I always remember every time I watched Cross Tekken, I was like, why wasn't this move that good in Street Fighter 4? And he's making it look like it always was.
It really was. It was more that Rufus has so many good buttons that they probably just get lost and, you know, you doing dive kicks and fierces.
Ooh, really bad there that he missed that. He got the down short. He jumped over with the right timing, but then Ricky just normal through him.
Yeah, this match is going to be all about Rufus crouching fierce punch and how Zangief deals with that. He has some punishes, though. He could focus attack, dash, standing light into EX hand, so let's see if Constantino's privy to that.
Now, can Zangief kick Lariat the low fierce and try
Yeah,
to
but it's
trade?
only on reaction, so otherwise you get punished. So it's really a reactionary match.
Right.
But when your health is this low, you kind of lost the advantage of guessing.
Yeah, so far, Constantino has not done a focus attack, so it seems like he's unaware of that tactic.
Well, it's, you know, again, it's a guess, and you can only really play it when you have the health to make those guesses. Because you're not going to react to a crouching fierce. It's just too fast.
Yeah. But I mean, as long as you focus attack every once in a while and backdash and show Ricky that you know about this counter, you might actually get him to stop it a little bit. But so far,
right there, little action. Got a standing forward.
Jump forward a little too early for Constantino. He should have been able to actually hit it.
Yeah, and now he's just trying to get in.
Yeah, it's a problem because Ricky has all this meter here. See, one more jump and it's going to be another EX Snake Strike.
You really have to play the match at this length until you get some hits, and then you got to move in.
I mean, normally Zangief is one of those characters that, you know, he purposely takes the damage to get in, but this is just not working out for Constantino here. And Ricky takes that really solidly.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I mean, as a Zangief player, you have to take your risks early on where you have the health. And, you know, it tends to be the opposite when kind of, you know, more intermediate players playing Zangief because they see their health going down and they're like, oh, I need to start taking risks.
Yeah.
But really, you have to take those risks earlier when you have the actual health.
I mean, the whole goal is like the first half of your health bar to figure out your opponent's patterns.
Exactly.
And almost bait him into
holes
some.
in it, yeah.
So
right.
if you see Ricky doing lots of low fierces, keep testing him, and then halfway down the round, then you start busting out all your low fierce counters. You know?
Exactly. And then you could tighten up when you need to, but you don't want it to be the opposite. You don't want to have to take those guesses when you're already around and the health lead is down. But we're going to have another NorCal Golden Boy up here, LPN.
Yeah, and I see in the background, I see Infiltration and Laugh walking around. So Infiltration made it out here for the second year in a row.
Yep.
If you guys remember, he took Cross Tekken last year. He actually lost to Ricky in Street Fighter 4, if I'm not mistaken. So Ricky took first place. So I'm sure he's going to want that run back. And of course, Cross Tekken was pretty brand new last year.
You know, Ricky's actually beaten him in 2 games now. He beat him at SCR in Cross Tekken, and he's beaten him at NCR in Street Fighter 4. So they've been having a little bit of a, you know, a duel.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we had those two in grand finals of any of these games this year.
They're definitely the betting favorites to do so.
And here comes
Ricky and Cross Tekken is really, that game was like made for him to be cheap in.
It's all footsies. It's like
all
it
footsies,
harkens back to CVS2, one of his favorite games of all time.
If only it had roll cancel.
Yep, but speaking of footsies, we've got Cammy and Abel going on. So LPN, one of the stronger players in NorCal and one of the scariest Cammys, just due to the fact that he is so crazy with her.
He is, yeah, calculated crazy. But Boken started the match with actually multiple smart.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, that was a mispunish. But he did focus attack, punish, a drill. It looks like he's using jumping jabs, and he has a good mix-up game. So
I like that low roundhouse through and roll to get through the focus attack. That was really nice. But here we go, that Cammy Vortex. Wow, good throw tech.
Abel very susceptible to the Vortex, too.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, this is a really bad matchup because Cammy can actually avoid a command grab while punishing it at the same time, like that. Not very many characters can.
Oh no, where's the drill? And look at that, just like that, LPN back in the lead.
I know, wow.
Yeah.
So much pressure, so much damage and stun from Cammy. You have to worry about way too many things when you're fighting versus her.
And then when you block that cannon drill,
Ooh.
you always feel like you have 10 years to punish it, and you really don't. You want to find like a really fast punish, and that's why I felt like the whole round turned around for Boken last round when he failed to punish that blocked cannon drill. Ooh, good cancel on the drill.
Ooh. And drill, I mean, in other games used to be way safer.
Oh yeah.
So it is a little weird for it to be punishable.
Yeah, and if Cammy cancels a normal into a drill, I don't think at any level of focus you can get through that.
Right.
So as soon as you absorb the first hit, if she cancels into drill, you're done. All right.
LPN took that first one pretty easily. A little shaky first round.
Yeah, Boken started really well, but then it just kind of fell to pieces afterwards. So let's see if he can gather himself here.
Wow, he just anti-aired with a step kick.
Ooh, LPN could have comboed that spin knuckle into an ultra.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been a weaker ultra, but still, why not?
Oh, she should not have a DP. I'm just saying. But good guess right there from LPN. He got that sense where Boken hasn't hit a button in a long time. I've been pressuring him, and I'm gonna, do an invincible attack right in his face.
He had 4 meters. He had meters to burn.
It was at some point you have to start spending that meter.
Yeah.
Nice, got the backdash. You can see the delay EX right there.
And again, another missed drill from LPN. I don't know if it's just early.
It's early. He's got to shake the cobwebs, you know. Nice, got the dizzy. All right.
Oh, did he get her? Oh, wow. Okay.
Was this the original happy birthday?
Okay, let's see what he's got. Oh, he tried to go for the low fierce and the ultra. I like that, though. That was pretty much the only way he was going to win this round was by landing that. So good stuff to LPN to take that one.
Yeah, pretty interesting. We get to see two of our probably strongest Street Fighter 4 players in NorCal, at least most consistent in our scene. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of them throughout the night.
Sure,
and I believe we're doing pools, right? So we're going to probably see a lot of the same players throughout the course of the block.
Are we finishing the pools today for Street Fighter 4, or are we doing more pools tomorrow? Because I know we're doing top 6. Oh, I think we're doing semis tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then top 16 starts Sunday morning.
That's right.
And then we'll get down to top 8 for Sunday night. So, oh wow, and look, we have. I guess somebody did manage to rescue Lord Hans.
Yeah,
I see him walking into the room.
Who is that guy?
Of course, for those of you who are unaware, Hans now employed by Capcom, part of their division there.
And then Peter, Combo Fiend.
Yes, that's correct. Is Combo Fiend in the house right now?
I didn't see him. I'm assuming he's around though.
Nice,
You know.
Yeah, but you know, Combo Fiend will always be ours. He'll always be SoCal.
That's fine. Hey, he can't enter tournaments, so that's fine. He had his time when he was
so
SoCal.
Hans probably talked to Capcom and said, you know what? Combo Fiend's a really strong SoCal player. We need to take him out of the equation. If we hire him and tell him that he can't enter tournaments anymore, see, there you go. I'm on to your NorCal schemes here. I'm on to your guys' plans.
A lot of people starting to fill out the room. James, I remember the first NCR. I was actually lucky enough to be, I can't remember, was this number 11? So was that 10 years ago then? Because I think there was 1 year we had 2. 10 years ago at Sunnyvale Golf Land, which is funny because it's really only a hop and a skip from here.
Yeah, it's right down the street.
Yeah, and there was definitely not even as many people in this room right now as there was in that whole arcade.
Yeah,
and that was Tragic was actually running those back then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was actually.
Nice.
Funny thing is, him and Sir Lin were in grand finals of I believe Guilty Gear. I want to say.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know, we are in this room right now. This is one of 3 rooms. This is the upstairs room where all the Capcom games are taking place. Downstairs is the non-Capcom games, and then we have a 3rd room where Melee is taking place.
That's right, the whole room they get to themselves.
Yeah, so I mean, NCR is grown. I mean, let's put it this way. The last time we were at the Domain Hotel, this is where grand finals took place.
Yeah.
And we filled out the room pretty decently. But now we're here for pools, and this room is more packed probably than the grand finals were that year.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. People just keep coming. It's good to see. And like I said, it started from humble beginnings in an arcade with maybe 100 people in the whole arcade to, hundreds of people filling multiple rooms in a hotel. So it's really cool to see that progression.
Yeah, and this is, of course, a Road to Evo event. So the top placers will receive seating at Evolution later on in the summer.
And actually, the whole reason almost that SoCal Regionals kind of got started was because we couldn't hold NorCal Regionals anymore at an arcade. So we were kind of looking for somewhere to run it, and SoCal stepped up and said we could run it at Denjin.
That's right.
And that's kind of the story behind how SCR started.
Yeah. That was for the SBO quals or something like that, wasn't it?
No, it was, yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. So that was, I think before,
Right.
So it kind of just all stemmed from that.
Yeah, that was where the very famous Combo Fiend Mike Ross Believe came from.
Yeah.
But the person he defeated was your teammate at the time, so we'll stop talking about that. Let's get to the match here. We got Free Willy going up against Laugh from Korea.
Yeah, great to see Laugh. He was, once upon a time, lived here in NorCal. I used to play him a lot in Sunnyvale Golf Land, CBS2.
Yeah, he was one of the hardcore CBS2 crew here.
Always was, yeah.
NorCal has always been a CBS2 city, but look at this. Oh no, Free Willy going for a little bit of too fancy combos.
He's getting a little cute right there, but you're playing versus Laugh, and you do not want that to come and bite you in the rear end. Wow, no ultra.
Yeah, that would have been it. Oh, here we go.
Did not get that second meter. He's going to go for, wow,
Yeah,
just very methodical.
One little cutesy combo, and look at this. The roundhouse all back to left side. Yeah,
That
Free
was
Willy.
amazing.
And you can see, I mean, well, you can't see, but we can see Infiltration pulling a reverse
Yeah.
and coaching Laugh, giving him some advice.
I really like the concept of coaching. I know a lot of people are against it, but I've always been a big fan of it. I think why not give players any kind of advantage they can to playing better. So I'm all for it.
Was it final? It was final round where they just implemented a rule that you had one coach.
Yeah.
You were allowed one
Well,
coach.
there was always kind of that rule where you could say no coaching, but I think lately, you know, especially with games like Marvel, it's just so much you have to think about that it's really nice to have somebody else to give you a kind of clear, concise, you know, perception of what's going on in a match.
Yeah, that was my very first experience with Filipino Champ. He was coaching CJ Showstopper against me in Street Fighter 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you beat him?
CJ did not know how to use Balrog versus Cammy.
Oh, yeah.
And then Filipino Champ was like, Turtle, just don't do anything. And I looked at Filipino Champ and I was like, no coaching. And he looked at me, he didn't know who I was, and he was just like, whatever, and just brushed me off and kept coaching him.
Wow, that's patent Filipino jab right there.
So gonna chip him? Yeah, good stuff. So needless to say, I hated Filipino Champ when I first met him.
So I'm assuming you lost.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did lose after that. So,
Oh, poor James.
but you know what? Everyone hates Filipino Champ when they first meet.
I think a lot of people hate him after me. But yeah, I agree.
No,
But he has done a ton for the Marvel community over here in NorCal. so.
undoubtedly. I mean, he's done a lot for just fighting games in general, being one of the guys that have beat Daigo at
Absolutely.
multiple tournaments and
And
such.
so has Laugh. He's always been big on SRK and also helping people get converters
That's right.
for their sticks and pads. So once upon a time, we did not have devices that cooperated with our system. So
Yep.
he was in Korea. Ooh, nice focus attack, supplying people with those converters.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Free Willy hasn't been doing that bad. You know, he's actually been playing pretty solid, but he keeps doing a lot of those unsafe things like Zonk Knuckles
Right.
and
That was a
criminal
good one
uppers.
right there, though.
The nice thing is Laugh is being smart about it and just punishing with low roundhouse.
Yep.
We use low roundhouse, one of the fastest low roundhouses in the game, and he's taken the first round.
I don't know if that was a read or what, but that EX came out right when Ryu backdashed, and the invincibility did not wear off, so it actually whiffed. That was pretty wild. Now Laugh going in a little harder with knowing that he has the super. He's gonna have a lot of options.
Yeah, I always like that. You see a lot of, you know, the stronger players between rounds, they'll switch their gameplay style drastically.
Well, having a super, he could commit to using it early, which might actually be in his benefit because he's gonna regain all that super for this round and the next round. So
See Free Willy there going for some frame traps. Laugh not taking the bait. Oh, okay, just spend some meter to get the hard knock. That's ooh, that was Ultra 2
Yeah.
right there.
after the forward strong.
After the low roundhouse, he
Or
blocked
low-
the low
oh, okay,
roundhouse.
gotcha.
Yeah, he blocked the low roundhouse. That's a free Ultra 2, but Free Willy not ready for it. Oh, nice, got right over that low forward. And here we
See
go.
what he has.
Oh, but he backs out. Oh, he could have comboed after that as well.
There's the Shoryuken. Classic Street Fighter 4. Block a jump in, Shoryuken. Nice by Laugh, kept him in that corner. But like you said, I really believe Free Willy is playing smart. He's just not picking his spots as well as tight as he should be.
Yeah, he hasn't quite taken advantage of the opportunities that Laugh has afforded him.
And you can see that forward round or that roundhouse is doing a really good job going over the crouching strong. Nice
Oh,
bingo
nice.
reaction though.
Oh, wow.
Caught him crouch decking. There he goes again using that button.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can do the crack kick into EX Criminal upper mid-screen or no?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, wow. There was a lot of patience from Laugh there. Just kind of blocking the whole entire time and then just got the uppercut out all of a sudden.
Well, this is going to be tough. Oh, lands on it. You know, Cody doesn't have, like, he's not a meter user, really. It's hard for him to find use for his meter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. EX Rocks might be one of the best ways to use it. Or actually, you know what? In those situations there, he might have even been able to do EX crack kick. Oh, not crack kick, the ruffian kick. to try to go through some fireballs.
You can. I think another issue though is, you know, you're kind of guessing with EXs. EX zonk into focus, but you're wasting 3 bars. So and super is okay. It's just tough. Cody's one of those characters. There's a lot of tools, but as far as meter usage, I feel like that's kind of where he suffers.
Right.
So packed house. We are going to be shooting you Street Fighter 4 matches for the next couple of hours, and like James said, we're not finishing up all pools tonight. We're just going to be doing up to like semis for most of the pools.
Yeah, we might finish the pools, but we'll have the semis and get down to top 16. So
yeah, and we're going to go ahead and thank some of our sponsors here. We do have a lot of them in the house. One of them you can see here, Broken Tier. Coogie's been working on some new products. You can see right there, the 2 on the left, 99 seconds, and the Adapt Fitted.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's also got that stick bag, World Warrior bag right there. You can see.
Dude, 5 colors for the IFC Yipes beanies.
He needs more, man.
Dude, where's? I mean, we need to find like all the Magneto colors from MVC2.
Oh,
you know, and
maybe that's what that is, though. There's no
awesome.
green though, but yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be cool, yeah.
I mean, the coolest thing is that in Marvel 3, they actually made the blue Magneto based off of the custom color.
Custom, yeah, just like Sentinel.
Yeah, and then of course, yeah, the New York Knicks Sentinel, so awesome. So, all right. So again, you can see the rest of our sponsors down at the bottom of the screen. Mad Catz Arcade Shock. What is that? 10-0?
10-0. That's
10-0.
Yeah. You guys will find out more about that post NCR.
Oh, really?
I think it has
Okay.
a lot to do with I Play Winner, though. So
oh, wow.
stay
Okay.
tuned to that.
Yeah, I was about to say I hadn't heard that, but you know, Kaneda obviously doing a lot of work here, and then Hello Mind Games is John Choi's.
John Choi, that's right. Yep. All coming together to help us out here. And Mark from Mad Catz is here on his birthday weekend. He brought a ton of stuff.
Oh, that's right. It is
So,
his birthday. I did not wish him happy birthday.
It looks like Christmas over there. It might be his birthday, but it's Christmas for everybody in this room.
I've always called Markman the Santa Claus of the fighting game
He
community.
really looks out for the community.
He
And
gives away so much stuff. It's ridiculous.
it is ridiculous how much he gives away.
All right, but we got B-Sida going up against Jay Fuerte.
Yeah, you know, I know my NorCal scene pretty well, but inevitably there's a lot of people I just am not going to be familiar with, so there is a lot of people here I don't recognize. So.
Do you know either of these players?
I don't.
Oh, wow, okay. I mean, these guys could easily be coming from Mid-Cal or something.
They could be,
so.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was a really failed punish there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see someone whip an uppercut, your first reaction should not be to EX uppercut them out of the air if you're Fuerte.
That's some crazy reactions. Like, oh, I see him in the air. I'm gonna try to grab him. I mean, if anything, you know, dash up, close roundhouse, then do the EX. But
I mean, it could have been that he was trying to bait him into jumping, so he had EX uppercut in mind.
yeah, that's kind of like the Kai, you know, the dash back, just do EX.
Right. Oh, wow. Oh, no, he drops the combo, but still manages to keep it up, and he is...
Nice punish. Wow, this Ryu is putting in work.
Nice.
MMS. B-Sida.
You know, I really liked what he just did to finish
B-Sida.
finish this match off. He just did towards Fierce, and he missed the standing forward link into uppercut or whatever he was trying to do. And when he got Fuerte dizzy, he said, you know what? I have such a lead. I'm going to try that link again.
Yeah.
And he tried it again, and he got it that time. So that's going to build up some confidence for him later on when he might need it for the round.
Yeah, good pressure from Fuerte. Definitely a thing about links and tough combos is when you drop it once in a match, it really freaks you out.
Yeah.
Because it's not in training mode where you got to do it 2 or 3 times and be like, okay, found my timing again.
Yep.
It's like, wow, that was my timing and it didn't work. And, you know, should I go for it again? There's that close roundhouse. It's actually really good for blowing up backdashes and EXs, so. Sweep,
Good block, yep.
And, you know, you get such a good mind game after the punish sweep right there. Put you the perfect distance for either a jump in or hurricane kick mix up.
I felt like he did the wrong uppercut. I felt like it should have been the strong uppercut so he could FADC into Ultra. Doesn't matter. He takes the first round, and he is on match point against Jay Fuerte.
And scoops him up. Jay Fuerte's got to make something happen. B-Sida putting in a lot of work. Ooh, nice.
I mean, Fuerte is always just one of those characters. You can get like 7 mix-ups in a row, but if you know Fuerte, you're willing to take these few mix-ups and almost treat it as if you got hit by one combo.
Yeah, and you know, part of the design flaw in Fuerte is he could go for 15 mix-ups, but that one that you guess right will be the exact same damage.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think that's actually a really great... Ooh, he tried to do the EX run and the throw. It just got... Oh. That was a nice stop on that run.
Yeah, that was.
But, if you're fighting against Fuerte, like I said, once he knocks you down once, they're always single hits. So you got to almost consider it as, like one long combo that you can actually break if you guess.
Right. Don't freak out.
Yes.
You have to remain calm.
Even if you get hit by like 3 of them in a row, just be like, whatever, it's all good. Oh, here we go.
Jay Fuerte, okay, doing a little better now. He's going to come close to evening out the health.
Yeah, not going to do much damage because it only built up.
They toned it down big time. I remember that Ultra used to do so much damage.
Ooh, fancy times.
Nice scoop. No, mix up. Again, that's the 3rd or 4th time that worked, and it closed out the round.
That's how you punish the crouch techers.
Crouch tech backdash in Fuerte's case because his backdash doesn't go very far, so B-Sider takes that one. Yeah, Fuerte, I'm not a huge fan of his design, but it's pretty cool to have those type of characters. I think all the new characters are really kind of like rush down mix-up heavy that they kind of introduced, and I think that's kind of a style that they really wanted to put into Street Fighter as this much more methodical game before the dive kicks and the splashes and the burn kicks. So
it's really interesting because I remember talking to Ed Ma a long time ago, and he was the first one who pointed out to me, he's like, all 4 of the new characters are guessing game characters.
Yeah, that's kind of, they wanted to be a higher tempo. They wanted to be more about putting your opponent into kind of guessing situations.
Right. You know what I miss from Vanilla? The damage. I really miss Street Fighter 4 being a high damage
mean, you say that till you eat a Tiger Uppercut FADC Ultra and all your hard work. I swear, how many matches I have lost to just that.
You probably played Hans a lot, huh?
I've played him thousands of matches, and my Viper would be so cute and just doing the coolest combos and 80% of my health.
Yep.
One move.
All right, I miss the damage. If they could have the game balanced the way it is now with the damage from Street Fighter 4.
It would be interesting. I think there would be some changes that they would have to, but high damage is always fun. Always.
Unless it's too high.
Unless it's too high. There's such a fine balance to things, isn't there, James?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know of any game with damage that's too high, do we?
Of course not. Not at all. I see Flo in the building. Flash is here.
Yeah.
There, a lot of people came out from all over the place.
I saw Saber here, now newly
AGE.
sponsored by AGE.
That's really cool, man.
He
Scott has been around so long, and he is so good. Like,
I saw him. I told him old people like us can't get sponsored. What's going on?
Oh, he made that joke about AGE.
Yeah.
Age.
Yeah, he puts the AGE into AGE, right? So.
Oh man, that guy's a legend, and like I said, he just won that qualifier for VXG.
That's right, yeah.
But he has been good at everything I've seen him play. So he was even good at Marvel when he came out and he actually cared to play it.
Now we have Kelvin, famous for his electrics in Cross Tekken, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, kind of ashamed to be famous for electrics in that game. Not that there's any, I'm not saying that it's just that, but if you're good with electrics in actual Tekken, you could be a monster.
Right.
And I don't think that's necessarily true in Cross Tekken.
So here he is using Makoto going against Tommy's Abel. It's interesting, we've seen 2 Abels on stream. I feel like Abel has kind of turned into the forgotten character.
He really has.
And I still feel like he's really good. When this balance changes, they said they're going to do the new balance changes. I thought about Abel, and I can't think of anything I would change with him because I still think he's actually a pretty decent character.
He's fine, but I think what happens is his playstyle wears on the player. The constant guessing and lack of anti-airs and lack of escape options. It's really one of those characters where you're living your life kind of, on the roulette table. So Makoto, conversely, has a lot more solid tools, and she has a lot more options. So it's kind of like when you look at somebody like Apple, you ask yourself, why don't I just play Makoto? I mean, and Calvin, one of the best Makotos I've ever played. You can see how methodical he plays.
Makoto, we don't see a lot of them, but I don't consider her a forgotten character. I just consider a character that no one ever remembered in the first place.
I definitely don't feel that way playing in NorCal. We have a lot of Makoto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to play her. Calvin plays her. There's actually 2 other good Makoto players we have here, too. So
Nice. So I love those regional differences when you see different characters played a lot more. Yeah, I definitely don't see a lot of Makotos anymore.
She is very strong, very slept on. It's just her playstyle is it's hard. You know, you can't play footsies necessarily, not in a traditional sense. And
So hard to get the right positioning. for
yeah,
that.
and in a game with so many invincible attacks, you would think she didn't really fit in it, but you know, she makes it work. Have to have tight defense as a Makoto player too, definitely do.
Well, Tommy looking good so far.
Nice
Oh, there we go.
read right there.
That could be one of those quick momentum changers, and just like that.
This is how she plays.
Oh, good
Busy,
stuff. Yep.
He's gonna get the big corner combo, maybe for a reset. Yeah, he goes for a reset. Wow, meaty combo! Great combo right there. Of course, went for the reset. She actually gets a huge corner combo. He opts not to. Jump fierce reset into Otoshi H version, and maybe not even an H version, but that was really cute.
That was really good stuff. And it was just like I said, that one
mistake.
One read that he got that.
One read in his case, yeah.
The tiger knee axe kick, and that's all it took to turn that round all the way into his favor.
Yeah, Kelvin very strong. And this is probably not his strongest game. I think Cross Tekken is definitely the game that he is best at, so be on the lookout for him.
I like that little poke sequence that he had there just now, that strong jab, strong jab.
Well, forward strong is amazing. The hitbox on it is incredible, and it comes out way quicker than you would imagine.
I always joke that Iron Fist stole that move, you know? 'Cause that move has
No, her forward strong.
Oh, the gut punch.
It's very slept on.
Right.
Very slept on poke. It's positive, and you get a ton of pressure from it. But I mean, standing strong is amazing, of course. That's her staple.
No damage on that ultra because he had barely gained the ultra, and it was towards the end of a combo. And now Kelvin down to just a tiny chunk, but we saw how fast Makoto can drain all of your life.
Yeah, at this mid range, you're gonna be. I respect that. But you're going to be seeing him fishing for a crouching strong, and he's going to be buffering in EX dash punch, and Abel's going to be going for step kick, so both of them have a really threatening option at the mid-range.
Yeah, I mean, that little whiff jump ultra, it's kind of a cute thing, but, you know, he didn't have a lot of meters, so the comeback was going to be a lot harder. So, yeah, I can see it being a good attempt.
It was a good attempt. As a Makoto player, you can never count yourself out, though.
And there's one of Makoto's weaknesses. She has nothing that's really throw invincible. So it's really hard for her to escape those meaty throws.
Well, you have to do axe kick.
Instant, yeah, jumping axe kick, yeah. I mean, I think the chop is invincible. Oh!
Wow, very nice.
2 great comebacks for Kelvin.
Oh, that's how she works. That's why I'm saying, you know, you definitely can't ever, like, don't look at your health when you play Makoto. You just have to play one game all the time.
I think her chop is invincible to throws, but it runs out of its throw invincibility before she actually does the chop.
Maybe. I can't remember. I know in Third Striker for Roundhouse, used to be throw invincible.
Right.
There you go. Very nice.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, Kara. And you can, you know, a la Fei Long standing jab into EX command grab. She could do that with her standing light, so.
Look at this, working on a perfect. Got him!
Very nice.
And Kelvin takes it, finishing it off with a perfect after 2 really, really impressive comebacks.
That's a momentum swing matchup, and from the experience I have playing that, it's difficult as a Makoto player to approach that matchup.
Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive by Kelvin.
All right, good stuff. Good
We're
stuff
going
to
to see
him.
a lot of him throughout the night.
Yep. So NorCal doing really well on stream so far. Oh wow, is that Campbell over there? Yeah. I think that's
Campbell.
Tran.
Bucktooth is here.
Wow, I haven't seen that fool in a long time.
Yeah, it's just like he was at Fighting Game TV House not too long ago. So.
Oh, nice.
And Kim, when Kim was in the
Oh,
area.
really? Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it was kind of a cute reunion. Yeah, CVS 2-player reunion.
Yeah, I see Alex Vi sitting over there in the corner. Looks like he's going to be coming up to stream next after we see LPN play. We saw LPN play earlier against an Abel.
That's right.
With some dominating Cammy play. Do you know if Choi entered anything this weekend? Because he doesn't play anymore, does he?
Can you say that one more time, James? Sorry.
Choi?
Oh, he does. No, he does.
He does play?
Come
Oh,
on,
okay.
it's John. You can't take the Street Fighter out of John.
Because I just talked to him. I'm like, I haven't seen you around. He's like, I don't play anymore.
John is better than 99% of players.
Still,
in NorCal.
yeah.
He is. Oh,
Still.
yeah. Last time I saw him, I think he beat LPN in the tournament.
All right, so we're going up against STA Willpower. Now, interesting choice with DJ. His EX up kicks can kind of blow up some of Cammy's vortex because it hits a little further behind.
She has to poke with crouch strong a little more than crouch forward because of its Sobots too. So, but STA Willpower, somebody who's just been on that grind. He's constantly getting better. Of course, STA Satan Arcade. So shout outs to him.
Yeah,
Shout outs to Art.
The interesting thing about this is, like, I feel like this is actually a pretty decent match for DJ. Like, he can fight Cammy, but the problem is DJs will always be able to fight very methodical Cammys. And like I said, LPN not one of the methodical Cammys.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call this a like you said, he could fight her.
He can fight her.
I wouldn't call it a good match.
No.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go. The FADC just wants to stay on top of him. Nice
wow.
jump back knee. See what he has, little DJ mini vortex.
Oh,
no.
wow.
Ooh, that EX. Yeah, the EX is going to be the bane of everybody's existence. That move is really her go-to.
Right, and I always say, like, one of the best ways to try to counter Cammy is to jump up in the air and air-to-air her.
That's so scary.
Yeah, if she dives you out of the air, though, you don't take that much damage.
And the thing is, with neutral jumping versus her, is her DP can actually, hit neutral jumps. So, like, she could just target you with it. And she has an air throw, so very hard, very difficult.
The other thing too is that you always have to consider yourself. If you ever block the EX dive kick, that has to be considered a win. That's your goal, is to keep blocking him as long as she doesn't have any meter.
Yeah, I mean,
but
a win for the Cammy player, I would say, because they're about plus 20 when they land that.
Yeah,
so.
definitely true. But good stuff. Willpower actually taking a round here from LPN.
Yeah, good discipline, good defense, pays off.
And he's got a full super. Not sure what he's planning to do with all that meter.
I mean, Sans unblockable. I don't care what anybody says, but good defense, man. That'll win matches still.
Yeah, how did she get under that jumping down short? Wow. He did jumping down short and just whipped completely.
Yeah, the knee, it has a funny hitbox. A lot of low profile moves will make it whip. I think by design, too, because they didn't want it to be like, just spam it.
Oh, nice. Can he dash into Ultra? He did it.
Oh, yeah, he's got those.
Good stuff.
It's good damage, too. Look at that. That puts her in the corner.
All right. And he's got a lot of EX meters on hand for EX up kicks. Oh, wow. He just got hit in between. Oh, he went for the uppercut. You saw.
No, that was the EX. He jumped back.
Oh, he did.
He was
Okay.
in the air, yeah. But that's the mix-up. Either EX dive or DP.
Right.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yep. See, right there. Again, as soon as you saw her jump, instead of trying to crouch roundhouse, if you jump roundhouse instead, if she hits you with a dive kick, you're taking minimal damage.
Then you got to land into the death zone, though.
If you can kick her out of the air, though, and DJ has good jump attacks.
I mean, you just saw it right there. Air reset. She lands. She gets a mix-up.
Yep.
Not a lot of holes in Cammy's game, You just got to be tight. Wow.
I
Okay.
cannot believe that actually beat it that time.
So maybe we were wrong here, and that's kind of what he was going for, was the preemptive counter to it. There, that was very pretty.
Yeah, look at that. She just crouches right under that. It's really good for Cammy. Just another tool for her to fight DJ with.
He's using good use of that neutral jump forward.
Good footsie so far. So we can get one. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just uppercut there.
Street Fighter power.
Yep. Nice thing about that, since that uppercut killed, he might have even went for the FADC. Didn't even have to spend any meter that way.
Didn't have to use it, yeah.
Ooh, wow, no crumple. Good for willpower.
I mean, I don't even know if actually it was a thing they changed about Street Fighter 4 from the other Street Fighters, is there's less blocks done on jump-ins. Is that just me, or is...
So it depends. If you go back to the very, very old games like Street Fighter 2, the blocks done on jump attacks was very long. And if I'm not mistaken, oh no, I'm thinking of hit stun. I'm thinking of hit stun.
Great reactions by Long right there. But sorry, yeah. So.
Oh no!
Oh,
that was a mistake.
Big mistake. But yeah, so it probably is the same. It probably just has to do with reversal windows and easier inputs. And
well, for
like
sure
that.
in this game, the shorts and the forwards cause the least amount of blocks done from jump attacks I can remember in a Street Fighter
Okay,
game.
so it's not just me.
Yeah, no. It's definitely true. It's definitely true. He's landed that a couple of times, and it's never led into anything. I'm not sure what he's going for.
He just did it again.
Yeah.
It looks like he has a combo in mind that he's missing. Maybe he's
Yeah.
plinking something and not getting it. Or maybe Kami's hitbox isn't cooperating.
Ooh. So every time you block Kami's uppercut, dash forward to punish it.
That's right, yeah. You can actually dash forward ultra if he's, if he's on point.
Now he's got to be careful here. Ah, there it is. Yep, another one.
Yeah.
One more.
Once you get in that corner versus Kami and you have to block or get hit by an EX drill,
Dude, that's ridiculous.
It's not looking too good. Yeah. So you said Alex Valle was going to be up. Looks like, yeah, Mr. Street Fighter himself is going to be stepping up. So we're going to see some of the SoCal players. I think he entered SCR. How well did he do?
He did pretty decently, but you know what it's always like when you're entering a tournament that you're running. It's hard to concentrate, you know, so it's always tough. So
it definitely is. I know being a commentator too, it's difficult to do both.
But
look at this really good deal right here. You want to stick
dude, $80?
$80 for that bad boy. Are you kidding? I've had a Mad Cat stick for like 4 years, something ridiculous, and that thing's never given me a problem.
I still use the very first Mad Cat stick I've ever
Exactly,
owned.
the same.
It's the same one
I
I've just had this whole
and you know
time.
the beauty about Mad Cats, you can take out the face plates if you don't like that one. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with it, but then you can go ahead and put whatever you want on there. And a lot of people customize their art.
Yeah,
They're very customizable.
Yeah, and there's even like nice websites out there. You know, I'm just gonna do a random plug, but I know like there's like Art Hobbies, I think it is.
Well, sure, you can the tech forums.
Right.
They have a lot of people that customize your sticks for you. So if you don't want to buy a extremely expensive customized stick, like Marvelous Customs, these sticks, they're really nice, but you just don't have the money on you. You can always buy a cheaper one and mod it yourself. It takes a little time, a little work, but you can do what you want.
Yeah, I mean the first T-stick I have is completely custom artwork and everything on there.
Yeah.
So I did it that way because I just wanted to make it so it was obvious that it was mine, so I wouldn't get my joystick stolen anymore.
PR Rog has this stick. He said some guy made for him. That what is his name? Oh man, now I'm forgetting the guy's name. But anyway, some guy from Korea, I think, made it for him, and it's like the best stick I ever played on.
Really?
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Nice.
GamerBee's friend, that's who it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now Vi is going up against 7-star here. 7-star. This is more powerful than 5-star from Third Strike's scene. But
not as strong as 10-star though.
Now here's the interesting thing though. I mean, obviously Vi, a very strong player. Wow, I guess that's just a counter that he's aware of.
That was a very smart counter.
But the thing about Ibuki is that Ibuki is one of those characters that no matter who you are, you can get bodied by her once she gets her vortex going.
She has probably the third best vortex under like Akuma and Seth. But hers is unblockable heavy as well. So if you're a very strong Ibuki player playing a Ryu, you should have your unblockables down. Nice.
Oh, not quite enough. Oh,
that barely whiffed.
That was pretty much the right play.
Yeah, I mean it was, but that barely whiffed.
Yeah, and I like probably brushed the little hair strands from her head.
If those were hitboxes, she would have taken damage.
Good block so far from Vi against that kunai vortex.
Here we go. One of the problems she does have is escaping pressure herself.
Yeah, I mean, you saw when he did the EX uppercut, Vi punished it well, and good double block from Vi. Wow, he's making really good use of that overhead from Ibuki.
It's positive, plus, whatever on block.
Goes over a lot of things.
That's really what it's about, though.
Yeah,
exactly. And you can't chain into it from her forwards or standing forward. So, wow, Vi not messing around, putting the fear into his opponent early on. It's always a smart play in Street Fighter. Play crazy really early on, and they try to kind of formulate a game plan around that, take them out of their element.
Well, everybody knows about the Ume Shoryu, but how many people know about the Vi Shoryu? Is this an unblockable setup?
Yeah, that's what is it? Command dash, and then walk forward a step, and then jump. There's two of them. Whip standing, or I don't know. I can't remember them all, but
nice. Here we go. He's gonna get the setup again.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed it.
He didn't really time it. He just went right into a jump. You have to kind of stagger it a little.
Oh no! He missed the ultra. Oh, chance to.
That was, two classic Vi moments back to back. If he had an EX, that would have came out instead. I forget, and then it would have been.
Oh, look at 7-star. He's not happy about that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he messed up 2 unblockable setups.
Dude, I like that look from Vi, though. He was just sitting there like, yeah. I knew that was going to happen. I knew I had it.
You don't want to give Vi any room to play, though, because he will take it, and he'll run with it. This is actually Harrison. I play winner Harrison. This is his pool, so I know he's watching intently right now. And he's one of the best Cody players in the state, so I hope we get to see them fight eventually, Alex Vi and Harrison.
Oh, no. And look at this. Look at the kind of mental meltdown.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
This is the hardest thing about playing in these tournaments. When you lose a match like that, you can't let it stick with you. But, I mean,
the opposite happens with Vi. He's been around too long. He doesn't get shaken anymore.
Yeah.
If anything, he just, he's like, oh, I got to play 2 rounds. Now I'm in shape,
Oh, no.
Very nice. Played a simple mind game right there, paid off.
I did love that. He went for 1 frame trap into EX Fireball. So you're thinking to himself, oh, I blocked it, so he's not going to want to try it again.
Yeah.
But then right away, he goes for it again. So
He really just got caught up in Vi's game plan right there.
you can see the look of disappointment.
He's
on
got
his face.
he's got that look. All these people who may not have played Vi and they watch him play, they're like, oh man, if I play Vi, I will blow him up. You say that, but when you play him, there's just a weird sense of pressure and an odd kind of tempo to the way he plays, a rhythm or lack of rhythm. It's so hard to deal with. I can't explain it. You really have to play him.
I mean, it's just really interesting. So one of my favorite stories from PAX East was at the Mad Catz booth. They had a bunch of setups there, right? So a lot of people were playing, and at one point, Sherry Genix was on one of the machines.
Yeah.
And all these dudes lined up to play. And like, probably 90% of those dudes were watching streams and going, she's not even good.
Oh, of course.
And she was botting them left and right.
And that's just one of those things, and especially when you see kind of an environment where a lot of good players are always playing each other, you don't ever get to see them outside playing like intermediate players and actually get to see them shine. So.
Yeah, you always see someone fighting against Vi and Combo Fiend, of course they're going to look bad.
Right, they're going to look sloppy, but it's really just kind of like a metagame and them knowing each other so well. So. Well, here's a classic NorCal player, Bucktooth. He's been playing Ibuki, and he played Forte in Vanilla, Ibuki strictly in AE. So
Julio got 2nd place at a recent, like within the last couple of years, I think, with
Yun.
Yun in a tournament.
He has been strictly Yun. Bucktooth actually won a tournament up in, I forget where, but fairly recently, so.
Nice.
But Yun, he still has it. I don't care what anybody says.
Nice.
Nice punish.
I think Yun is one of those extremely overlooked characters. It's just that he got quote so nerfed, but he got nerfed from being king of the mountain.
Well, there's that initial kind of knee jerk where it's like you see a character get nerfed so much you don't want to play him because you're like, why would I want to play this character? I just played him when he was great. But that's kind of worn off, and I think people should give him a shot again because he really is strong.
I mean, he's actually becoming a really popular anti-Akuma choice.
Right. He was Akuma. Him and Yang were Akuma's worst matchup, bar none. And people stopped playing those characters, so Akuma became this new, or not new. He's always, been a monster.
Right. But he became an unopposed monster.
Right. I actually really like Yang versus Akuma. Now, not so much, but.
An interesting little sequence he had there, that block sequence from the Canadian.
He has a lot of Canadian tricks, like just a bevy of them. Nice, neutral fierce.
Campbell right now seemingly pretty lost,
Here we
but
go.
here he got one good option select. Wow, goes just the typical throw setup.
Yeah, he's doing very basic mix-up. I wonder if he's worried about something. He might know something we don't about the fact that Yun can't get Vortex because of his DP perhaps. Nice option right there.
Yeah, I mean, I just said, maybe that's the commentator's curse, but backwards, I just said he looked lost, and then right from that moment it turned around and Campbell took that.
Great anti-air for the dive kick right there. Not very often do you see a dive kick contested like that from Ibuki. Her anti-airs are not that great.
All right, so Julio trying to get in again.
Good
Got the
defense from
knockdown.
Bucktooth. You're going to notice that from a lot of the old school players. They all have great defense as he's getting opened up. But I mean, some things you just can't see, but
Whoops. Didn't need to use that meter, but just wanted to be safe.
wow.
Good damage, good punish. Oh, and a dizzy, wow. Normally you can kind of read when the dizzies happen. I wasn't expecting that one.
It was just a long beatdown.
A lot of blocks, because as
Yeah.
long as you're blocking, your stun never goes away.
That's right.
Battle has begun. Fight!
And you can kind of tell, Ibuki not so much a threat at that mid-range game, whereas Yan has a lot of options, so.
All right, good stuff. Whiff, do nothing throw. Oh, and he tried to bait out a crouch check that time. Good air throw,
That was
good air throw.
interesting, yeah. Goes for the throw after, wow, just cleanly beaten right there by that standing roundhouse. Oh, and Yun just does so much damage to Ibuki. It looks like original Yun.
Look at this pressure that he has against Bucktooth. Bucktooth has been able to find a way to get out of this corner, and that was so far. And Julio now at match point.
Bucktooth just got bopped in that corner. He's got to fight back.
Yeah, but it's like you said, Ibuki, despite having an uppercut, doesn't really have great defensive options.
No, not at all.
So
I mean, she has to guess big time to get out of things, so. Any character that has to spend like 3 EX bars basically to be 100% safe is scary because you're like,
Yeah.
when you're getting pressured, it's just, you know, you gotta block. You gotta have good defense.
But he's in a good position now. He's in the middle of the screen, has Julio closer to the corner.
Wow, that neutral jump fierce has been paying off big time.
Wow, finally Julio goes in for the offense.
I haven't seen a command grab at all from him. He might close out this match with one.
Well, he got him with the EX.
Oh, he just did it right there on wake up. That was scummy.
Oh no, we've seen Bucktooth miss a couple of those EX uppercuts. Just some bad reads on his part. Either that or some really good reads from Julio.
Julio, a great player. Not new school in a sense. New school to me, but you know, not in the scheme of things.
Yeah, for sure. It's like I said, he's a strong player. He did well with Yun at a previous tournament. I don't remember which one. I remember watching from home.
Like 2 NCRs ago, he did really
Yeah,
well. So, you know, Bucktooth sent to losers bracket, but he'll always be 3rd place in my heart.
3rd place, huh?
That's forever third
Who's
place.
1st and 2nd in your
John
heart?
and
huh?
Rick. Well, no, it's like
okay.
you know, him and Leezy were like fight for 3rd place.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
right. That's right.
That was
Yeah,
kind of like
he was-
a running joke in NorCal.
He was part also with Laugh, who, speaking of Laugh, is coming up, is
Yeah.
part of the CBS2 crowd.
That's
here
right.
in
Focus
NorCal.
attack. Look at that stick at the bottom right there, James. It's very interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, what is that? Looks futuristic.
It's the faux hammer stealth. You know what?
Oh, faux hammer, isn't that oh, never mind, not anymore. But yeah, so S7
Whoa,
joystick.
multi-console, silent Sanwa push buttons, pro design. That's a luxury stick right there.
That stick looks really cool.
You know what? I bet you, because it's like the stealth and the silent push buttons,
Yeah.
it probably cannot be detected by sonar, you know?
And you get through airplanes easily with
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So, you know.
Are they here? I want to try that stick out. I really, like, I want to see it. in
Yeah, I know.
person.
It looks
that
really
looks
nice.
really cool.
It's really cool to me that people are coming up with these like extreme luxury sticks
Yeah.
now, you know?
I was
like,
waiting for people to do that. You know, I was just like, it's a matter of time. It's like designer sticks. That's what we need.
designer joysticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just get like, you know what they should do? They should like, the companies that sponsor players have the top players design their own custom mold
Like
or something like
Jordan?
that. Yeah, exactly. Unless you come up with something like a Homer Simpson car, you know, that
have
would be
Noah design stick.
Noah design.
He's like, I want a button there. Okay.
That'd be awesome.
All right, so Laugh back up, and he's going to be going against.
We saw him earlier.
Yeah,
on
we just saw him
stream.
earlier.
B-Sider.
B-Sider.
And you saw Infiltration sitting there next to Laugh again, giving him some, gonna give him some advice during the course of the fight.
Yep.
B-Sider going with Ken.
I'm ready for you.
Classic match. Ken vs. Ryu.
He didn't use Ken last time, did he?
Not.
Interesting. Okay.
I think he used Ryu.
Nice. That worked. That has worked since the days of Street Fighter 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good punish.
Laugh doing it himself. Wow, that works?
With the count, only if the first hit is a counter hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they made it so that if the first hit is a counter hit, you can FADC into Ultra 2 and it connects.
Oh, right.
So
So
that-
added new juggle properties.
Yeah,
Okay. Been a while since I commentated Street Fighter 4, if you could tell.
It was their attempt to try to make Ultra 2 useful. It didn't work. It's not useful.
Nice standing roundhouse. Laugh, playing great.
So I will say one thing though, Ultra 2 is an underrated raw anti-air Ultra. It comes out faster than most Ultras.
Well, people use it versus Zangief and T-Hawk.
Oh wow, I thought he was going to land on that fireball. You see him do the fake step kick into the stand, light kick, tried to bait out that sweep again.
That was like 3 feints. The more feints you do, the better though. But, you know, even feints can be punished. You really have to stagger your timing in Street Fighter. And if a lot of people hit a plateau and wonder why they are losing even though they practice and play so much, think about your timing and your rhythm and ways you could change it up. Being predictable in Street Fighter is being dead.
Oh, nice. I like that stand around as counter.
Max distance where Shoryuken cannot reach.
It wouldn't have reached unless B-Sida did a jump attack, which is why he did an empty jump. But that was smart, so since Laugh figured he was going to do an empty jump, that's why the standing roundhouse could connect.
That's true, yeah. I mean, standing roundhouse is very beatable.
You know, Laugh is sitting on a lot of meter. One combo into a super and do a
Another
lot of
standing
damage.
roundhouse. He's really going to want that sweep, go for Hurricane Kick mixed up in a
Okay.
super.
Now the life is at a point where... Oh, was that a counter hit? No. it wasn't.
He gets a mix up though. Nice.
Oh, he got it.
Very ambiguous.
Yeah. Just because everyone says I call everything an unblockable, I'm gonna say that was an unblockable.
That was not. That was very blockable.
Yeah, I know.
And when you have DPs, you always have an option too. So
Yep.
it may not work, but you have one.
All right. Spinning the EX bar there. Oh wow, is he gonna go for it? Yeah. Because you know what? It's fine. This is the last round. You're not saving the meter for anything else.
It's tough to say if that was smart, but
Ooh.
wow.
Good block.
But I wish he had that meter now though.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And B-Sida takes the first game.
I really like the bravery from him there because, you know, once Ryu jumped over, it looked like he was in a negative frame advantage situation.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why the counter hit worked though.
Yeah.
Was, you know, he felt like he could go for something.
Yeah. So good stuff to B-Sida. Wow.
Yeah, and you could see him rocking some Bay Area gear right there. Wearing that Hungry Human, yeah.
Is that a Bay Area? Is he from Bay Area? Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. I did not know. And
Laugh, I'm trying to think if Laugh has other characters, because I know he plays Fei Long, right?
He's got a lot of characters under his sleeve, but he's going to stick with Ryu. I guess he felt like he did well enough.
The battle has begun. Fight! Hadouken!
Laugh, of course.
Really
Fairly-
curious. Sorry to cut you off, James. But
Oh, no, no worries.
Really curious, like what infiltration would be telling him after a loss. Like I'm just really curious what he would say to you.
No, right? It's like I've always wanted to read Infiltration's notes. You know, I want to know what he has in there.
He's just so intelligent, and like the way he plays Street Fighter and approaches it is the future. That's how you should approach fighting games, and I'm just really curious his insights.
Huh. Interesting combo, not a huge amount of damage. Oh, wow. I don't think he needed to use that much meter. He probably could have just went for an EX Hurricane combo.
You
or
wanted to
something.
make sure, though.
And the battle continues. Fight!
So B-Sida really came to play.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Even though I feel like Ryu can outdo B-Sida's fireball game, I feel like B-Sida has managed to play kind of this get Laugh to try stuff more than Laugh has been able to get B-Sida to try stuff. Ooh, he had a huge opportunity, but he didn't get that to connect.
That was a shame, yeah. Wow, he uses that move, huh? Very rarely see that overhead.
So far, B-side has been playing fantastic.
He's playing really well. I'm surprised, yeah.
Oh, but no FADC into Ultra. Wrong uppercut. You cannot FADC the Fierce one.
That's strange. Really surprised. A lot at this junction of a match will make that kind of mistake.
Oh, wow.
Gonna see some EXs from B-side. Might want to invest.
Nice.
Very good bait.
You always have to be careful of that fireball FADC towards the end of a round.
Yeah, not incredibly scary, but at the end of the round, very powerful.
When you have one chunk of life.
That's all. That usually gets you a free hit.
Yeah, you have to throw the fireball purposely in a non-threatening situation so they feel comfortable to jump over it. And look at this. Laugh coming right back. Not dead yet. Now he is.
I'd hate to see B-side choke it up after playing so well all the way. Yeah, you could tell it too. He's a little stressed out. Like, you know, he should have done better.
1-1.
And now Infiltration giving him the gospel of Street Fighter. God, if I was B-sider, I was like, where's my boys at?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Where's my friend?
I would ask Infiltration for advice. Like, what would you do? What would Infiltration do?
Infiltration would probably be like, I would low block all jump attacks.
Yeah.
I
Put
would
the
throw
handicap
lots
down.
of fireballs, yeah.
Laugh and Infiltration, very strong duo. Infiltration and 09er in all, you know, in all reality.
That's really true, isn't it? That's scary to think. That's scary to think. All right, so sticking with their Ken and Ryu battle. Let's see if B-side can recover from that. And there's a lot of players out there, myself including. You know, when you lose that first game, all of a sudden, it's just like, it's... You just kind of lose. Oh, nice.
Great
That
mix up. Yeah, you can. Well, you got to be strong. You know, you got to have the mental fortitude to shake it off and just be like, whatever. But some people can mentally collapse.
yeah, man, look at this.
This is a brutal beating in the corner right now.
Oh.
Just all mix-ups and damage right there.
Laugh has had a lot of trouble blocking those ambiguous jump attacks.
Ken's mix-ups are hard to see.
Shameful there that Ken's EX up fireball doesn't knock down, but great block from B-side.
Right, it's actually tougher for Ken to initiate mix-ups, but his mix-ups are better than Ryu. Whereas Ryu, mid-screen, has probably an easier time getting a knockdown, so kind of an interesting dynamic between the two players. Very good use of that standing low kick. He uses it almost like XSK Samurai uses it. Right outside of sweep range, and it jerks his hitbox back like a pixel or two. So,
right.
But the sweep, where traditionally it would hit, actually whiffs. Hopefully Mikey is here. I haven't seen him, but very good.
You saw right there that Laugh tried to focus the jump attack, focus dash away, but he's even getting blown up by that so badly.
That's always a kind of desperate anti-air though. Unless you're like Chun-Li, I don't really
Chun-Li or Rose are like the only ones where it's that useful.
But you can tell when somebody's timing is very jerky and they've done a good job at hiding their rhythm, it becomes hard to anti-air them.
This crowd is really starting to murmur. Oh, here we go. Down just a little bit, but look at this. Laugh with a full stock of everything.
Wow, he walked forward confidently. He wants that walk forward DP. There's nothing he can do now.
And B-side is going to take it. You see all of the NorCal contingent here cheering for him.
Yeah, good stuff to B-sider. I haven't heard much of him, you know, but who knows? It's, you know, the funny thing about Street Fighter is you tend to just think of kind of like a base of players that have played, you know, since the game has come out and you've seen them all. But it's weird to think is kind of an old timer in the scene that like people come into it like let's say a year ago and start playing the game, you know, and they just really get good at it. So
because there's so much information out there now. It's a ridiculous amount of information out there.
Yeah.
YouTubes and forums and
And it's so
wikis and
easy
such.
to get
Yeah.
to a competitive point quickly.
And you see here on the screen, Afterglow Elite products, 20% off if you enter the promo code AGENCR.
Right.
There are some other fairly well-known promo codes you can enter in if
I
you
wouldn't
want,
know.
but
You know, I actually have that pad. I didn't even know it was an Afterglow.
oh
product.
really?
I bought
Oh
it, yeah.
okay.
But
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
use
know-
it on my PC though, so it's good.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool, yeah. Good pad. So there he is, the legend himself. Noah Solis, the prodigy. He's even got a t-shirt. Look at him, like the Hulk Spider-Man t-shirts.
Dude,
They're all kind of like drawn.
babies,
Yeah.
baby versions of them. It's awesome.
Oh my god, I would hate to play him in a tournament.
Dude.
I would just be so nervous. I'll be like, he's gonna body me in front of everybody.
I still remember the one breakout year he had at Evo. Do you remember who eliminated him? Chris G.
Chris G, of course.
And they booed him.
Yeah.
So it's like.
But of course.
But you know, I mean, it's interesting. Even Noah, I saw him like tweeting recently that he's starting to stream as well.
He is, yeah.
So
Starting at a young age.
we just get younger and younger.
I don't
man.
even understand how a stream works. And he's streaming. I mean, that's crazy, yeah. You know, digital really is a first language now.
Oh
so.
yeah, absolutely. And of course, Noah always been a Bison user. And Tommy, we saw earlier, he was one of the guys that got sent to losers bracket, I believe.
Yeah, but he had a good showing.
Yeah.
He's strong versus Kelvin, I believe.
Block. Oh wow, I thought that was. I didn't think that was gonna get him.
That's that Hulk standing age.
Yep.
Knows those spots.
Good stuff to Noah. So far. Oh, he's gotten in there.
That's gonna do it.
Bam.
And this is losers bracket, so Tommy's gonna have to shoulder the burden of sending Noah home if he beats him. I don't know if he is ready for that.
Noah lives pretty far too. When you're 10
Exactly.
years old, those distances are long.
Yeah,
so,
that's a whole nother world.
so if you're gonna send him home, that's a pretty brutal home sending.
That's why I could not do it. I just couldn't do it. I don't care what anybody says.
Good distancing on that scissor kick.
Nice. So you could tell he's got a sense of spacing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really one of those situations where if I was a person and I had to fight Noah, I would just kind of like be like, you know what, maybe I should just forfeit. The no-win situation.
Yeah. It really is. It sucks too because he's pretty decent. So
Oh, he's really good. Noah's a very
you're like,
strong
I don't want to try and lose to him because then that would be worse than just giving up completely.
Yeah, but good round from Noah. Taking that one pretty solidly, only lost a tiny chunk of his life.
Good match so far though. Both these guys seem pretty young actually. Tommy looks like a young guy.
Oh yeah, you're right. Alright, tried to get away or do something. Got caught.
Good pressure from Tommy. He sensed it too, but you also have to sense that point where you put too much pressure and they're gonna start to, you know, go for reversals. Good sweep. Takes the chip damage. Very even at this juncture. Tommy with a slight meter advantage. Time, plenty of time to work with.
He's got the slight meter advantage and the slight life advantage. So Tommy in good position here. Just doesn't need to go for anything too excessive, and he misses his combo, which would have taken it for him. Gives Noah the chance to throw him, but Noah does not capitalize on it anymore. And good block and good punish. Oh no, never mind.
Noah was not ready for that. Didn't
Yeah.
crank out anything in time.
I mean, he might have been able to ultra himself.
Yeah, I would assume, because usually ultras are punishable by ultra, but you just never know, so.
Oh,
I mean, you should know. I don't. But, but if you're good at this game, you should know.
Noah's thinking. He's thinking.
It's the battle of the
Man, these guys are young. You don't really consider Street Fighter a young man's game, but it's cool to see young kids come in and try and play it, you know.
Everybody's a young kid to me.
Oh, I know. I know the feeling, but I remember being Noah's age, going to Keystone and Aladdin's Castles playing Mortal
Oh,
Kombat
really?
and stuff.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
I've been in the arcade my whole life. Literally, I grew up in arcades.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't have a concept of like high-level play at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, I was just wanted to see fatalities.
Well, the interesting thing is, back then, high-level play really wasn't the thing.
It wasn't. It was kind of tech and like showing off cool and glitches and
Right.
stuff like that. You know.
It wasn't something that you figured was an actual thing. So it's really awesome to see where we've all gone. Oh no!
Wow. Oh no.
Oh, that was a stomp. I swear that was a jump. I thought that was a jump.
That was a colossal mistake from Tommy right there. Cost him a round. Don't want to give Noah any room. Oh, not punished. I know the slide gets safer with distance, but I don't think it gets completely safe.
Good footsies, but oh, I love that low roundhouse. Oh, he could have punished that a lot better than he did.
Yeah, that low roundhouse is his best option versus Bison's roundhouse, but loses to forward, so that's kind of the mind game they're playing.
Okay,
The mid-range
okay.
game consisting of that
Side
interaction.
escape. Did he get it this
He got
time?
the reversal sign, so yeah.
Obviously it works, otherwise he wouldn't have gone for
Well,
it twice.
I don't
so-
think it was a reversal the last time.
Yeah, he just
So,
missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice escape. Huh. And here comes Noah.
Nice.
Oh, I love it. I love
Wow,
it.
Noah putting in work now. One more for ship damage. Oh, good jump back. Oh, wow, what?
Oh my gosh.
That phased through his body. I really don't know why that didn't hit him. I guess the active frames wore off, but the hitbox was still there.
That was really smart of Tommy just to go for the Skyfall instead of trying to go for Ultra and accidentally timing it wrong.
Uh-oh. Vortex time. They see a stun. Next one, got the EX out. Yep.
Ooh, good stuff. All right, got the slider to safer distance. Uh-oh.
Step kick. Yep.
Wow,
That
just
did a
enough
lot.
to do. Yeah, I know.
That did
I
do a
thought
lot,
he was
yeah.
going to live. I thought he was going to live.
Yeah.
And now
I thought so,
Tommy
too.
has sent Noah home.
Yeah. I don't know. That's Tommy, you better check his car. Like,
Yeah, I know. I,
pretty
mean, I can
soon.
see the video game website news articles now, you know. Mean fighting game player sends child,
Yeah,
you know.
which one are you talking about, James?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what
start
you're
with a
talking
K?
about. I don't know. I don't know. All right.
So here's another Bay Area company, 8ARC.
More providers of awesome joysticks. I mean, we have a lot of variety to choose from now.
That's right. And they have a $10 coupon code, NCR 2013, like most of the other companies providing products and sponsoring this event, making it a lot easier, making us able to get 3 rooms. 8ARC, dope sticks, dual modded. You can check out all their information right there. Very pretty, come in beautiful boxes, and they're pretty good. I got one at home. So.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know, aren't aware how much these sponsors help out these tournaments
It's
here.
a world of a difference, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's
James,
crucial.
you
It's
know, I figure
crucial.
we're sponsoring this event with our commentary. That sure as hell isn't getting paid.
I don't feel like they're getting a good deal out of me then.
Yeah, you're right. So we're gonna be seeing Will again. So this is kind of the Willpower versus TJ. We're gonna be seeing a lot of recurring players because it is gonna be out of similar pools.
Right.
So that's why we'll be seeing the same guys. It's not that we're just putting them on the stream over and over again. It just makes it easier to do a specific pool.
Yeah, I still remember the Austin tournament for 25th anniversary.
Jason Cole?
Yeah, Jason Cole was on there like 90% of the matches.
That was the best tournament ever.
Yeah, like in every game.
Yeah,
like
every
all
game.
3 games, he was there all day. It was so funny.
I could just see like Cole sitting on the stage and he's not moving, so they just kept picking him to play matches. Shout out to Cole.
Is he here?
You never know with Cole.
Yeah, I know. He was
Maybe
one of
he
the
is.
reasons why that we weren't at the Domain Hotel last year for
Yeah,
SCI.
I think I helped out a little too. But Domain was nice enough to have us back. We went out like rock stars that year though. And Choi had to pick up the bill, so shout out to him.
Oh my god.
He was like, yeah, thanks for the $3,000 tab. I was like, yeah, my bad.
Dude, Willpower so far playing a very strong game. Doing a great job with DJ. I like seeing this.
Yeah, and Southtown Arcade, you know, rest in peace, but he, that area had a lot of strong DJs, so they all helped each other.
Oh.
There was about 3 DJs and 2 Fuertes. We called it the circus, because every time you go there, you have no idea what characters are going to be playing.
Yeah, you're like, let me deal with the Camis and Akumas,
Yeah.
and you walk up and it's like, Fuerte and DJ.
Right.
All right, good damage.
But as any character, when you have a metagame that revolves around a couple characters, they all generally get good fast because they're kind of learning from themselves. So you can tell the DJ is going to be a cut above the rest. Kurikiba, of course, one of the other DJs.
Oh,
out there.
nice. Always using that down short to land in front. He switched it just to the jumping forward to get behind.
Great anti-air right there. Cannot jump on DJ. It is so easy for him to anti-air. It's good. Good counter hit setup.
All right, TJ with a chance.
DJ does not have the best reversals. Actually, nice by Willpower. Actually, crouching strong as a meaty versus DJ, where most characters beat all his reversals. So, if you know how to fight DJ, the knockdown game becomes a lot easier, but you still have to, you know, still gotta trial and error.
Wow, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Send a message.
He's in loser's bracket. Down around, just do it.
Ooh, great whip punish. Gets a hard knockdown, and look at this pressure that he gets in the corner. I love that distancing on the slide.
Yeah, very good. Reminds me of ST.
Ooh.
Oh, he's playing perfectly right now.
Ooh. TJ so far is getting bodied by DJ.
Oh, wow, that's very pretty to watch.
Oh, let's just surprise attack. Dude, this pressure is ridiculous.
His mind has collapsed. TJ has no idea what's going on.
Dude, that corner pressure was I have never seen a DJ like that. That was awesome.
That's not DJ though. That's just Willpower getting in his head.
Yeah, exactly. But it was just so well constructed, that
It was.
sequence.
Yeah, very good, very good. Don't try that at home though. He'll mash DP every time.
Try at your own risk.
Right.
But Willpower had a great read. He knew he got TJ scared, so
Yep.
he was able to apply a lot of that pressure.
Good.
Nice.
Reacted to the overhead.
Good block.
Ooh, good hurricane kick right there. And overhead knocks him out of the EX machine gun upper. You don't want to get hit by that machine gun upper because that's going to be a ton of damage.
Especially, yeah.
With
if
that
it's-
ultra, yep. TJ's chance. Gotta put him out. Gotta make something happen or you're going home.
It's really interesting. We've seen Willpower go into that sequence so many times. You know, jab short, jab short, jab short, jab short, and then nothing else happens afterwards. It's really interesting.
TJ was just fed up with Willpower hitting so many buttons, so you just throw out DPs. That's what you do.
It worked that other time at the very beginning of the round. Just because it worked then doesn't mean it won't work at the end of a round.
Yep.
Oh no, FADC into nothing.
TJ. Looking bleak. Good pressure. He's got him right where he wants him. This is the danger zone. Ooh. That went far.
Yeah.
Very far.
Oh no, oh no!
Standing fierce.
And to end it, he finally gets the combo off of all those jabs and shorts.
Oh yeah. Willpower getting some love from the audience.
Yeah, lots of fans of Willpower here.
Yeah, one of the better Street Fighter players we got over here. I can see a lot of Street Fighter players in here. It's good to see. Street Fighter getting an update soon too.
Yeah.
It's interesting that the whole dynamic of the game is going to change.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're gonna balance it. Like, I really hope that some characters will have like no changes. Like Ryu, I don't even think needs to be changed. You know.
Well, I don't know if I think some characters should have no changes, but I don't know. Will be interesting. Yeah, one of the another company, SoCal company this time. We don't discriminate. Arcade Shock. And
I'm looking at that little pile of SNK games. PlayStation 2.
Gibby's here, so you know he loves his SNK. Yeah.
PlayStation 2 games that he's giving away. Dude, there's some of those.
Those are classics.
I actually want some of those. I don't own some of those, like the World Heroes Anthology. I've never touched a World Heroes game in my life.
Yeah,
Art of Fighting Anthology, but still, it'd be really cool to have those.
I have played them, like Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then I played Perfect and they're cool, but man, they are broken.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. But you know, I mean, that's just the whole thing. Is like, I had a goal at one point in time to turn my Xbox into the ultimate fighting game machine.
Yeah,
you know.
I think a lot of people wanted to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like ended up buying Garou Mark of the Wolves and
Oh,
King
that
of Fighters
game
98.
that game is amazing.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think
Chess
I've ever
versus-
touched them. I bought them and I haven't even touched it.
You haven't played Garou? You played it before though, right?
No,
What?
I never played
Oh.
Garou. I
That-
know
that
I'm
was
losing my
SNK's
old school cred.
That was
right?
SNK's answer to Third Strike, and it was
Yeah.
like, that game is so amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta play that. Play Garou whenever you get a chance. Anybody out there, Mark of the Wolves. Great game. Made in 2002, I believe. 2001, very old game, but it's so good. It has a Just Defend system from CBS2,
Yep.
so and you
That's
actually
where it
can
came
guard
from.
cancel it into special moves. It's so interesting.
And so now we have Boken going up against Boba Tapioca.
Yeah, another the Apple player we saw earlier.
Yep, and of course Boba is using Fei Long. Fei Long, a problem matchup for just about every character in the game.
Oh, Fei Long, what a problem, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Big opportunity for Boken. Unfortunately, the end of that sequence throws him out of the corner.
Good read.
Wow, chased him down.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Throw basically beats.
Oh, no. That was it right there. But he just got low, short, jab, jab, jab into nothing.
But throw basically beats all of Apple's reversals. Minus just doing like raw wake up command grab, I believe.
Right. Raw wake up command grab is throw invincible, but EX is hit invincible.
Right.
So you have to trade between the two. All right, using the FADC to getting a little extra damage.
Ooh.
Wake up overhead.
I think it was a DP, but he didn't know which side he was on.
Yep.
That's
Oh my god.
wake up overhead is I'm exposed. Ooh, nice Boken. Probably Apple's best anti-air, but
Yep.
even it has problems.
Catch there, made that move with Boken. I had to throw
Not
one
bad.
out. I'm sorry. I
That's
had to
okay.
throw one out there. So Boken with a strong start.
It's really awesome.
Yeah, and so deep that he could combo it into towards forward.
Something about Apple's jump arc too makes it hard to block his toss-ups.
Yeah.
Because he like hits the apex of his jump very early, but then kind of soars out really far.
Yeah, but like I said, we don't see very many Ables these days, or Apples. And so it's actually really exciting for me to see, you know, some strong Able play here at NCR.
Yeah, it's nice to see. I'm not a fan of Apple, but it's good to see that people still have faith in him.
I'm just a fan of character variety.
Yeah,
That's
right,
the best way
exactly.
to put it. So,
It's always good to see.
yep. And you know, I mean, Glenn from GYT put out that stat recently that out of all the roads to Evo events, the grand finals, there have only been 3 repeat characters.
3, did you say that one more time?
Out of all of the grand finals from all of the Road to Evo events, there have only been 3 characters that have showed up more than once, and they've only showed up twice each,
Wait, who?
character-wise. So the grand finals has had unique characters throughout all of the Road to
Okay,
Evo events.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fighting the crowd too to hear you. So.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So that just kind of shows you how balanced this game is, and we do have a great character variety. In fact, if I asked you to name the 3 repeat characters, it probably would not be the ones that you would expect. One of them is, but the other 2, very odd ones.
Yeah, it's, you know, matchup heavy games. They promote variety.
So Boba Tapioca played really strong that last game, but Boken here with a good start. Oh, he tried to roll out of that situation.
Oh, he's getting punished big time now.
Oh, what a backdash. And that wasn't even a combo.
That was, I feel like Boba was feeling himself a little too much. He's got to relax, or else he's going to get counter hit. Oh, watch out.
Oh my gosh! Oh. And with that, Boba Tapioca now at match point after a great round 1 start for Boken.
That jump jab from Apple. Every time you block that, I'm so scared because I'm like, he can immediately land and command grab
Yep.
me.
That's why that's the taking advantage of the low block stun.
Yeah, because I like being in block stun versus Apple because I know I can't get command grab. Very light block stun on those, so you can see just immediately tick right into command grabs.
Nice bait. That's the second time he's baited that.
Ooh.
What the heck?
Is that a cross Tekken move? Ooh, option slack, nice.
Oh, he tried to catch the
Oh,
back
too early.
dash. Yeah,
Too
he just
early.
timed it a little poorly. And Boken's going to take that round, and we are at match point for both players.
That was not a good round for Boba though. Not because of what Boken did, just because I feel like he played very sloppy. So he's got to tighten up. Man, that's a way to start the round.
Ugh.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
we go. Oh, but he drops that. Oh, but he gets in there again. Next
Dizzy.
hit, Dizzy.
Yep.
All right, but he should be okay now.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. He'll be all right. But he is mauling.
Oh, and that should be it.
Yep.
And Boba Tapioca is going to take it and send his opponent to the loser's bracket.
Sends Boken, yeah. But great job.
Okay. So all the matches I think that we have right now are all losers qualifiers for their pool to
Okay.
get into the semifinals tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right.
Yeah, so all these matches are the last two players of their pool. All right.
So here we go. This is who I was talking about earlier, who I'm interested to see play in this pool. I guess this is losers then? That's what...
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So Harrison probably lost to Alex Valle then, is what I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, off stream. And look at him. I don't even recognize him.
I didn't even realize that was him.
Somebody's got to slap a beard on
I
him and
did
put a
not
Giants
realize
hat
that
on.
was him until now that you mentioned it.
He needs
Wow.
to not shave. I'm just going to put it out there.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he doesn't look like him, huh? He looks like 30 years younger.
I know. He all of a sudden he looks like he's
Like a kid.
like he just came out of junior high
Yeah.
right now.
I know when I saw him hanging out with Hanzo, I was like, you look younger than Carter.
Well, he's